So I debated about whether or not I wanted to have this conversation this morning. I literally just finished journaling and it's so fresh and raw and unrehearsed. And I think that's what's giving me pause and hesitation because I don't know how the words are going to come out. I just know what I'm feeling right now. But then I was like, isn't that the best time to share with the world when we know what we're feeling and we're still searching for the words to express it? That way it comes out in its purest form, right? I think that's the way we form genuine connections. And so here I go. I had the wildest dream, not last night, the night before. I hate snakes. I'm terrified of snakes. And in this dream, I was walking into this massive, gorgeous garden. Plants, flowers, these beautiful seating areas, tons of concrete. And I look down on the ground and I see this snake coming out from underneath the bench. It's a black snake with white polka dots. And I was like, oh shit. Like, y'all don't see these snakes that are crawling around everywhere? And I'm looking up and I'm noticing faces that seem familiar to me, but when I woke up in the morning, I couldn't place all of them. There were just a few that I was like, oh, I remember you being there and you being there. And so I'm looking around at everybody else and I'm like, why is everyone just standing there? There are snakes everywhere. And for perspective, these black snakes with the white dots looked very much like garden snakes. They were long and thin and just slivering on the ground. Then I turn and there is this section of women and they all have swords in their hands and they're looking in the opposite direction, but they're in this battle stance. And one of them kind of swoops her arm like this, motioning to me, get behind us. And she says, Jessica, we saved a spot for you behind us, get in the back. But she's not looking at me and she's still looking forward. And I noticed that next to these women are white snakes with black polka dots. And the snakes, excuse my language, are fucking massive, you guys. You know how cobras kind of sit up? It's so weird to explain, but they get like that giraffe neck and they're really tall. So these white snakes are all in this upright position and they're looking in the same direction as the women. And when I notice those snakes, and for perspective, as they're upright, they're eye to eye with me. So these snakes are huge. And I'm like, guys, why are we standing here with the snake? I don't know what's going on. What the heck are we doing? And I have this cup in my hand. I don't know what's in it, water, juice, whatever. And the snake turns around and looks at me and I freak out. So I throw the water in the snake's face. The snake comes maybe this close to me and hisses. And it reminds me of that growl that sometimes a dog will give you to let you know, listen, I'm not trying to hurt you, but if you keep messing around with me, nature may take over and I may do what I need to do. And so I got the message immediately and I threw my hands up and I just said, my bad. And the snake turns back around and is looking forward. And when I woke up yesterday, I started journaling about it because one, I was like, again, I hate snakes. Why am I dreaming about snakes? What does this mean? And two, the emotion was so powerful and the fear was so great that I immediately woke up right after I threw my hands up with that snake. And so I called my best friend and I'm talking to her about it. And as I'm talking to her about it, I'm seeing the dream from a whole new perspective now. I'm remembering the subtle signs of the woman telling me, Jessica, get behind us. And just saying it now, I get the chills because it makes me feel like those women were there to protect me. And I get very emotional talking about it because, like I said, I just journaled about it this morning and it felt so fresh. In the dream, now that I look at it, it's like I was protected. I was protected by this community of women. I was protected by these massive and great creatures who were all there to guide me into something new, to take me into something new or different. Something was coming our way. And what they were telling me is, they didn't say, here, take a sword, you need to fight too. They said, get behind us. We are the ones that are ready for battle. We are the ones that are ready to fight if it comes to that. We just need you safe. Those are the words that I needed to hear from the universe today. That I don't have to fight anymore. I don't have to resist anymore. I don't have to feel alone in those battles, in those moments. It was this reminder that I have family and friends here to protect me. I have spirit guides here to protect me. I have ancestors here to protect me that are constantly fighting and constantly aligning in my favor. And all I have to do, it sounds so simple, but it's so challenging sometimes. The only thing that I have to do is trust, to get behind them and trust. I can lay my sword down. I don't have to fight. What's going to happen is going to happen. What's meant to be is meant to be. What is mine is rightfully mine and will always be mine, and it's there for me to claim. And I have powers and frequencies and energies and people and friends and family and even coworkers now that I am forming relationships with that fuel me and give me the energy and the inspiration and love and encouragement and support that I need to take on anything that comes my way. And I think it's so interesting that in that dream, I couldn't see what was coming. I was literally looking around like, what the hell is everyone doing and what are we about to fight and what's going on? And no one said a word other than get behind me. You're okay. And that just feels so good. And that impulse to share it was to share that feeling of safety and protection, because I didn't know I needed to hear it until I heard it. I didn't know I needed to hear those words until I spoke to my friend about it, and I dove deeper in my journal this morning about it, and I felt those emotions take over, and I started crying. This joyful cry, this cathartic cry. And I just thought to myself, Jessica, even though it's fresh and new and you may not explain it, in this very intellectual way that you're accustomed to doing, it's real, right? It's real. And because it's real, somebody else may need to hear that right now. Somebody else may need to be reminded that they too have an army that's there to protect them, and they're safe, and they can put their sword down. And all you need to do is trust. Trust that everything is working out in your favor. Trust that everything is working out for your highest good. And for me, at least, most importantly of all, just keep reminding yourself that you too are divinely guided and protected, and no weapon formed against you shall prosper. You have everything that you need. Just trust. Take a breath, trust, and let someone else do the fighting for you. I hope that touches someone's spirit today and just lifts you up to a space that you need to be in. Thank you for holding this space for me and for listening to me. I have to get ready for work. I love you guys so much. Until next time, cheers.